So yeah, spoiler alert, they did send me the tablet, not because they wanted to, but because they were legally obligated to, or they would have to, you know, pay a fine to the FTC or something like that. So, I mean, I still had to pay a third of the cost of the tablet, but, you know, whatever. Workout t-shirt. I'm giving you boulders for shoulders today because it's like 1,000 degrees outside, and yeah, sleeves and me are not getting along right now. So if you are new here, you probably have no clue what's gonna happen in this video or what's been going on for a while. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet, then make sure you click this link up here. I promise you there'll be a link back to this video over there, but make sure you watch that one. And if you already have, let me just give you a really quick recap of what happened with the XP-Pen giveaway. So, on 14th February, Valentine's Day, I was lucky enough to win a tablet giveaway from XP-Pen for their Star03 tablet. And this was on their XP-Pen USA Facebook page. I know, it's USA, I should have known better, but it didn't say it wasn't international. Anyway, so I won the giveaway. I got in touch with them the very same day on the 14th. The lady was really nice. She asked for my address. Everything was good. Well done. Now, jump forward to the 15th, and she tells me they have no way of shipping to India. They have an office within Mumbai, which is where I live. So, what? I tried my best to help this woman to help me, but it didn't work out. So on the 16th of February, we kind of decided that she wasn't going to send it to me. Fast forward to the 18th, when she messages me back saying, hey, we've convinced the India office to send the tablet to you for us. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. And then 2 days later, they delete their entire FB page by the 20th. Now, they must have done it before the 20th, but that's when I last checked, and it's been deleted since. So that brings us to March. So I had last heard on the 18th of February, and it was now the 19th of March, I believe, and I was just watching a tea video on YouTube about someone who had won like a Thomas Holber giveaway and the prize didn't come in, and they lodged an FTC claim. And I was just busy, you know, journaling, and I just heard FTC claim, and I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, so I went to the FTC website and I put in a claim, and as luck would have it, that was exactly 31 days after my last communication with XP-Pen, and I hadn't received anything at all, and their page was deleted. I had sent them numerous emails in the past, and they didn't reply to anything ever, so I just assumed there would be no point writing another email because they were probably going to ignore that too. So I put in an FTC claim, and the reason I say 31 is because there's like a 30-day window where if you have a giveaway, it's like a legally binding contract, and you have to send the gift out fair and square to the winner within 30 days. Now, I've held giveaways before, and I have shipped out prizes before, and it takes like maybe 10 days tops if your product gets held up at customs and shipping or whatever, because I have delivered giveaway prizes internationally, and that's how long it's taken me. So personally, I know it does not take 30 days. So I put in an FTC claim, and so on the 19th of March, I put in an FTC claim, and On the 26th, I get a knock on the door with a parcel for me, international delivery. And what do you know? It is the tablet. So, here's the thing, right? I'm just being nitpicky at this point, but I had to pay the shipping. I had to pay like 1,800 rupees, which is about 18 pounds or like 20 something dollars, for shipping and handling, which to me is a little, really? But anyway, I was like, this is a $60 tablet. I'm gonna get it for like $20. I'm good. But here's the thing. I hadn't received any communication, and suddenly, once I've put the FTC claim, exactly a week later, somehow they find a way to ship it to India. And I just think it's really funny how the number one reason the Facebook lady did not want to send me this gift, this giveaway prize, was because they had no way to ship to India, whereas this FTC claim suddenly gave them the magical superpowers to ship it to India, this backwards ass country. I don't know. But so yeah, spoiler alert, they did send me the tablet, not because they wanted to, but because they were legally obligated to, or they would have to, you know, pay a fine to the FTC or something like that. So, I mean, I still had to pay a third of the cost of the tablet. But, you know, whatever. But anyway, the tablet hasn't done anything wrong to me, and the tablet hasn't, you know, destroyed my hopes for having a relationship with this brand, or destroyed my want to give this brand any more money. So what I'm going to do is do a quick unboxing and quick first impressions on the tablet, because the tablet didn't do us any wrong. Okay, so if you're interested in checking out the XP-Pen Star03 that made its way from Germany, by the way, to India, then keep watching. Before we begin, I just want to say that this video is not intended to throw shade at anyone or any company. These are just my experiences and my opinions on the product and my reflections on everything that happened. Opinions are not facts, nor are they claims. They're simply human emotions put into words. So yeah, fair use and everything. Yes, this tablet was sent to me for free. I won it in a giveaway, but they made me pay shipping and customs, which is a little annoying. But in either case, my review is 100% my honest opinion, so if it gets a little negative or a little gushing, that's just how I really feel. Also, this voiceover was recorded at the time of editing, by which time I've had the opportunity to really use this tablet on a couple of proper paintings. So although the videos you see here really are the first unboxing and the very first time I used the tablet, doing the voiceover later allows me to give you guys a better informed review based on my entire experience with this tablet so far. Alright, enough chatter, let's get into the unboxing. So this is the XP-Pen Star03 pen tablet. Here's everything that comes with it laid out for you to see. But let's get into the unboxing. The tablet came in a black cardboard box, inside which was this box. It is a regular box that tech products usually come in. It has the name of the product, the XP-Pen logo, as well as a list of the features on the back. What's really interesting is that I went onto the website to check out more details about this model, and it actually says the pen has way more pressure sensitivity than the one I actually got. We'll dive into that a little later, but just know that I suspect they sent me a much older model. But whatever. Here's what the box says. Active area is 10 by 6 inches. The pressure sensitivity is 2048 levels. The website says 8,192 levels, which is confusing to me. The report rate is 230 RPS. According to an article on the Concept Art Empire blog, the RPS is a measure of how many times per second the tablet sends info about the stylus position and pressure back to the computer. Basically, it determines the precision and accuracy of the location and pressure sensitivity of the stylus. A good standard is around 200 RPS, so 230 definitely lies in an acceptable range. It has a passive pen and 8 express keys or hotkeys, connects by USB, and has a resolution of 5080 lines per inch. Usually a resolution of 1000 LPI is pretty decent, so this is definitely beyond what you basically need. And it says you can get this tablet in black or white. Mine, obviously, is white, which I love. Okay, let's open the box. The first thing you see is this air cushion layer, which is awesome because it means that the tablet has been protected well from heavy stuff on top of it. The tablet itself is next, and it comes in this soft foamy cover. Let's take it out. Alright, so there is a plastic film on the work area, which I really love how careful they've been about the packaging and safety of the product. To me, that says a lot when a company really cares about delivering their products in the best condition possible. The tablet is very lightweight, but it actually feels really sturdy and not flimsy at all. The working area is matte and slightly textured, and the sidebar is glossy. There are 8 buttons, as you can see, which act as express keys or shortcuts. Okay, let's look at what else comes in the box. First, there's this white USB cable, which is pretty cool that they color matched it to the tablet. It's all about the details, people. You get this bunch of paperwork that includes a thank you for your support card, which is always nice, a warranty card, super useful, a way to extend your warranty by liking their Facebook page. Yeah, if you can find it. And it has a guidebook with instructions in multiple languages. The box also has a 2-part pen stand. I was a little confused as to why until I realized that they twist together and the bottom half comes with 8 extra nibs. That's always super useful, especially for someone like me who has a tendency to use a lot of pressure while drawing. Do you guys have that issue? I find that I tend to press so hard on the tablet that about every 4 months the tip of the stylus wears down and I have to replace the nib. It also comes with a little silver clip to help pull out the nib from the stylus, which we'll see in just a second. Okay, let's now look at the stylus itself. The Star03 stylus is a battery-free, lightweight, passive pen. The website says it has up to 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, but my box says it only has 2,048 levels, which is way less. I'm assuming they sent me a really old, more primitive model, but that's just me speculating. The pen fits nicely into the pen stand, and the stand itself has a rubbery bottom, which means it won't slide around on your desk and can hold the weight of the pen without tipping over. I like that a lot. Let's have a go at replacing the nib. At first, I had no idea how to pull out the original nib, but of course, I hadn't read the manual. Turns out that silver ring in the bottom half of the pen stand, that's not complimentary jewelry. Apparently, you wrap it around the nib and yank it right out. There's a little indent on one end that allows you to really grip that nib. And to put the nib in, you just take the flat end and push it into the pen until it clicks. Pretty simple. Taking a closer look at the tablet itself, there's another plastic cover over the express keys, as well as one over the glass panel to the side. Like we saw before, there are 8 express keys, 4 on the top and 4 below. Between them is a little tube that lights up blue when you use it, which we'll also see in a second. Alright, so although the box comes with a driver CD, literally no one uses CDs anymore. So they say somewhere in the manual that it's a better idea to download the latest tablet driver from their website, which is what I did. The whole thing took about 3 minutes and 30 seconds to set up, which is pretty amazing. And I know some other tablets expect you to uninstall drivers from any other pen tablets in order to install theirs, but I didn't have that problem with the XP-Pen driver. In fact, I can easily switch between my little Wacom tablet and the Star03 and have them both connect and work perfectly fine. The driver also allows you to customize the express keys, which I did later, and they recommend a restart in the manual, but the software didn't ask me to, so I just went in without restarting my PC. As a side note, the tablet did work before I even installed the driver, though I assume it just worked as a replacement for the mouse and not in a pressure-sensitive way. Another great thing about this tablet is that it works really nicely for right and left-handed artists. As someone who is extremely left-handed, having the express keys to my left can make my process a lot slower. Like, I'm holding the stylus in my left hand, so I'd have to stop drawing and press the express key with the same hand. That's annoying. But thankfully, the XP-Pen driver has an option where you can select the left-handed mode and basically use the tablet upside down. In this case, I have the express keys to my right. This is super useful because I have one key set to the Alt command, which I press and hold while my stylus can pick a local color with the other hand. Another key, for instance, is set to the spacebar, which means I can press and hold it and use the stylus to navigate around the page with my left hand. It may seem like a tiny detail, but trust me, it's a lifesaver to be able to flip the tablet over if you're left-handed. Also, every time the stylus is in contact with the tablet or the express keys are pressed, the divider bar between the keys glows blue. I don't find that particularly useful, but I guess it's just a design feature. And before we actually jump in, I have one last thing to do. Here you can see me comparing the size of the Star03's working area with that of my Wacom Intuos drawer. My Wacom is the size small, meaning that it has a work area of about 6 inches by 4 inches. In comparison, the work area of the Star03 is 10 inches by 6 inches, making the area about 2.5 times larger than the Wacom Intuos drawer. Also, the Wacom only has 4 express keys in any size, compared to the 8 express keys on the Star03. Just thought I'd include this comparison for those of you out there who might have a Wacom Intuos. Okay, we can finally get into actually using this tablet. I've got Photoshop open, and the brush I'm using is a pressure size brush. At first, I thought the tablet wasn't working, but turns out the pressure pad is so sensitive, it was drawing the faintest of lines. Right off the bat, I was blown away by how much control I had over the line width, and in turn over the pressure. This is twice as much sensitivity as I'm used to with the Wacom tablet, so this was definitely something that almost made me cry, to be honest. I see little to no wobble, though the line width doesn't stay as consistent as I want it to. But I guess that's just because I'm used to way less pressure sensitivity, so it could just be my unsteady hand. When hatching, I did see some fish hooking, which is little hooks at the end of each line, but I don't personally use much hatching or cross-hatching, so it doesn't bother me personally, but it might be something to consider if you're a line artist or an inker. I've also noticed that the express keys tend to overload my PC a little. At first I thought it was because I hadn't restarted my PC after installing the driver, but this problem has persisted over the last week or so, after multiple restarts. It could just be my old-ass PC acting up, but I don't usually have this problem with my Wacom, so that's a little annoying. Sometimes Photoshop just freezes when I use the express keys, and because I use the express keys a lot, that gets to be quite irritating. Alright, onto some inking demo. I've been working on this gorgeous line art of Loki by the artist JIMBO Salgado, and I of course will have a link to his page and this piece in the description box below, so make sure you go check that out and leave him some love. And since this tablet provides so much more control than I'm used to, I figured it would be perfect for inking. Except I don't quite have a steady enough hand for so much pressure sensitivity. Because even though the website claims it has an anti-shake line correcting mechanism, my lines weren't nearly as smooth as I liked. But this is easily fixed with plugins such as Lazy Nezumi Pro that provides you with like line smoothing and stuff, so you can work around it. And the other issue with this was the splotching. Every few minutes, the pen just freaks out and drops a massive splotch of color in the middle of your work. Again, I thought this was just startup trouble, but this has definitely occurred over and over again in the last week. It usually just happens with a pressure-dependent brush, be it pressure size or pressure opacity. The pressure setting just disappears for a second and leaves a giant spot of 100% opaque color in the middle of what you were doing. And so I'm going to have to save all of my inking for the Wacom tablet, which may have less pressure sensitive control, but it's way more reliable in this aspect. Having said that though, here are a couple of pieces that I did create with the Star03, and the experience of painting with it was actually really enjoyable. I love that the matte texture of the drawing surface feels like paper, so if you're a traditional art lover, this tablet will definitely work for you. Again, it's all about the little details that really make a difference. So all in all, here are some of the pros and cons of using the XP-Pen Star03 tablet that I found within the first week of use. Pros: the tablet is super affordable. It retails for about 6,000 rupees, which is around £60 or around $70 to $80. It has amazing pressure sensitivity and a nice big work area. There are enough express keys that I don't need to use a mouse or a keyboard while I'm drawing. The design is sleek and lightweight, but it feels super sturdy and like it will last quite a while. The driver is super easy to install and doesn't need you to uninstall any other driver. You can easily flip the tablet around and use it in the left-handed mode. And finally, the work area is textured so that when you draw on it, it feels like drawing on paper. Here are some cons. It can get very glitchy, especially if you're on a regular home PC like I am. Splotches show out of nowhere, and the express keys have a tendency to cause your entire screen to freeze. So it may not be the best for inking or line art. Also, I was definitely sent a really old model because the Star03 on their India website says it should have 8192 levels of pressure sensitivity, but mine only has 2048. And more importantly, they don't even sell the Star03 on their main XP-Pen.com website. Not even that it's out of stock or anything, it just doesn't exist as a listing on that website. Also, the India store says free delivery, leading me to believe that it was purposely shipped all the way from Germany, so I had to pay for customs or whatever. I don't know, that's just me speculating. And finally, it claims to have anti-shake technology, but I found some inconsistency in line weight. Then again, that could just be because I'm personally not used to that much control over pen pressure. Finally, is this a great tablet for beginners? Yes and no. Yes, because it's a good price point and you get tons of amazing features. No, because personally, I wouldn't say it's introductory. If I hadn't had any experience with a more basic tablet, I'd probably be super overwhelmed by all the same features that now excite me. So I would definitely recommend this tablet to someone who has worked with digital art before, and not to a complete beginner, purely because there are tons of features. Having said that though, my entire impression of the brand has been very sketchy, so personally, from an emotional and ethical standpoint, I personally don't know if I would recommend the brand itself. Though my direct interactions with that one Facebook rep have been mostly positive, I did feel a little condescended to, and it's definitely upsetting that I had to file an FTC claim in order to receive a tablet that I had won fair and square. And I had to pay like $25 for shipping on top of that for a tablet that literally just showed up at my door with no email, no explanation, no information about it ever being shipped. So that's my personal view of the brand. It doesn't reflect what I think of the product itself, but to me as a consumer, the attitude of a business means a lot more and influences my purchasing decisions like 100 times more than just the quality of the product. So that's my 2 cents on the issue. And there you go, guys. That is my first impression of this tablet. having used it for a few days now, I feel like it will eventually replace my current tablet. It's just a lot to get used to, like I said in the video. So I will, if you guys are interested, I will give you a more in-depth review in, you know, a couple of months in the future or something, having used this properly. But for now, that's all I have to say. Honestly, this whole ordeal has kind of put me off participating in brand giveaways, because I mean, influencer giveaways, I get it, right? People genuinely care about their followers and their fans, because you people are what make us big, and you people are what give our lives meaning, you know what I mean? But when it comes to brands, it's more about their paying customers. So the fact that it is amazing when brands do treat like giveaway winners nicely, the fact that that is stunning is a little sad. It's like, I always believe that you can tell a person's character by how they treat someone who has nothing to offer them. And in this case, I, being someone who has nothing to offer XP-Pen, apart from the exposure over that one post and these two videos and the FTC claim exposure to the FTC, I have nothing really to offer them, because they are sending me a free tablet. And the fact that I got treated like this, to me, speaks volumes. And sadly, I probably will not give them any of my actual money, because I just cannot support a brand with ethics like this. So with that out of the way, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I have not enjoyed this ordeal, but I am enjoying this tablet so far, so I guess there's that. But yeah, I just thought I'd jump on here and give you a quick update on the situation, and just let you know what's going on, let you know what I think about the tablet so far, and hopefully we can lay this matter to rest now. So if you've won a giveaway and people will refuse to ship to you, go to the FTC. You'll get your prize real quick. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for being here, spending some time with me today, and this whole time through this ordeal. I couldn't have done it without you and your support and your lovely comments and DMs and all of that stuff. So thank you for everything. And thank you for watching this today. I am so grateful for your time and attention. So yeah, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. You know I love spending time with you. And I will see you again next week with hopefully a happier video. All right, bye.